So we are going to compare Kai Green's physique in 2012 Mr. Olympia and Samson Dauda, who is the recent winner Mr. Olympia 2024. So he got his first Mr. Olympia title this year, and we are going to compare these athletes. So let's start with front double biceps. So you can see the V taper from Kai Greene, the arms, the quads. He's looking so nice in this pose. You can see the conditioning, and on the other hand, you are watching Samson Dauda. His midsection is impressive. His waist is narrow. You can see the lats are good. The conditioning from the quads are very impressive. You can see the big size in quads and conditioning at the same time, and overall he's carrying a nice physique. But I would say Kai Green's lats are denser than Samson Dauda. His lats are big and dense, and you can see the arms and quads are also looking good. So I will give this pose to Kai Greene because of his overall conditioning, and he's looking very aesthetic in this pose. Let's talk about front lat spread. So in this pose, I would say Samson Dauda's midsection is not that impressive. He has improved his midsection from last 2 years, I would say. You can see the better midsection this year from last 2 years, but still midsection is not that impressive. He needs to work more on his midsection, and shoulders are good, chest are good. You can see the width, the V taper, the quads, especially the quads are the highlight in this pose. You can see the conditioning, and on the other hand, Kai Greene, the perfect V taper, the serratus anterior, the lats, the shoulder, the chest, everything is just conditioning. And quads, you can see the quads are also looking very conditioned and big. So I will give this pose again to Kai Greene. So let's talk about any side chest. So in any side chest, you can see the conditioning in Samson Dauda's upper body. He has improved this pose from last 2 years, because last 2 years we have seen his midsection was flat in this pose, but this year he's looking better. But still glutes are not that impressive again in this pose. Hamstrings are good, quads are good, but still conditioning in glutes he needs to work on. And Kai Greene, you can see the striations in shoulders, triceps, quads. Watch his quads, hamstrings, glutes. They are well conditioned, and chest striation. Midsection is not that good, but overall physique is looking good in this pose. So I will again give this pose to Kai Greene according to better symmetry. So if we talk about back lat spread, you can see Samson Dauda's back. Although his back is so wide, the density in middle traps, you can see shoulders, arms, everything is just perfect from upper body. But when you see the lower portion, the glutes are not that conditioned, not that big, and calves are good. But in Kai Green's physique, you can see the glutes, the striated glutes, the hamstrings, very perfect conditioning. But when you see the back is not that big like Samson Dauda has denser back. The width is good. Overall, he's looking very aesthetic in this pose, but still something is lacking. That is his glutes. So I will give this pose again to Kai Greene because of his overall symmetry, the overall conditioning, the size. So I will again give this pose to Kai Greene. So let's talk about back double biceps. So in this pose, both are looking so impressive. You can see Samson Dauda's V taper. So V taper is so impressive, and in Kai Green's physique, you can see the density, the depth in back. But the V taper Samson Dauda is perfectly looking good from this pose. Again, his glutes are looking much better from last pose, but still not that impressive. And Kai Green's glutes are good, hamstrings are good from both sides. But overall, I think Samson Dauda's overall symmetry in this pose is looking better than Kai Greene. But overall conditioning, if you see, you will see Kai Greene winning, because the lighting, the exposure, everything matters. From Kai Green's era, the lighting and Lighting was not that great, but in this time we have seen Gilco Productions or so many camera artists, so this is the reason also. But still I'll give this pose to Samson Dauda because he is carrying better aesthetics. The V taper is so impressive. And let's talk about abdomen with thighs. So this picture is not good from greene, so you can't judge this, but still we are going to compare this according to the footage. So Samsung Dauda has improved a lot from last 2 years. In this pose you can see the midsection, the depth in abs, so that is very impressive from him, because from last 2 years he was so bad at this pose. If we talk about last year, his midsection was not impressive, so he has worked a lot, so he's looking good in this pose. And you can see the striated quads in greene's physique. You can see the oblique section, the serratus interior, the abs. He's looking perfect. The picture is not good, but he looks good in this pose, so I will give this pose to greene. So let's talk about most muscular. So in this pose Samsung Dauda is just looking crazy. You can see the conditioning, the depth, the size. He is looking so impressive. His quads and greene's quads are way better than him because of the striation you can see, and you can see the chest striations. Midsection is good from Samsung Dauda. Overall, Samsung Dauda is looking good in this pose, so I will give this pose to Samsung Dauda. So if we talk about overall winning, I'll give this to greene because most of the poses greene beating Samsung Dauda. So this, in this comparison, greene beat Samsung Dauda.